Jade Jolie from Season 5, and you are watching and reading Homorazzi.com, and I love them. Hey, Tommy.
Hi, Jade. How are you?
I'm doing so good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I love talking to you this early in the morning because I'm totally asleep still a little
Oh, my
bit.
God.
And you don't sound like it at all. But you don't sound like
it.
No,
I so am. I'm like laying in bed with like a unicorn.
Okay, so I guess, well, how are you feeling today after your elimination episode was on a couple days ago? You've had a couple days, and how's the response been so far?
It was depressing, but I really feel like if there was a way to go, I'm glad it was my sister. You know what I mean? And she was such an amazing lip syncer. I felt like she made me work.
Well, even watching the lip sync for your life, it could have gone either way for me. Like you were, you kind of turned it out on that. So don't sell yourself short. You were incredible.
Aww,
for sure.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you.
So going back to the first episode, getting into the, seeing everybody come into the workroom and doing that first challenge, how did you, after you saw everyone, who did you think was your first, was your biggest competition?
Actually, getting there originally, and even still, I think, Detox is an amazing competitor. I just always felt her personality just always lit up the room. She was just, I don't know, she just exuberated energy. So I knew, like, immediately the moment I got there, I really felt Detox was going to be an amazing competitor.
Mm-hmm. And then you, as the show went on, we saw you form some friendships, especially with Coco. Are you guys still in contact now? How did that go throughout the show?
Oh, yeah. I knew Coco and Jinx both before the show even aired. So I love both of them. I have had a chance to work with them on cast, and I love her. Coco's been an amazing friend to me. She, even before everything, she always supported me, and, so I can't say enough good things about Coco. She's been a very good friend to me.
Mm-hmm. Now, what was your? We saw that you were kind of you were safe in all the challenges. I don't think you were ever really struggling with anything except for this last challenge, obviously.
Right.
So, what kind of changed in your mind? Like, what were you just really nervous and live?
I really felt like in the last challenge, I was in my head so much. At the time, I thought I had a lot of fun. I think I remember saying that, but watching the video was quite mortifying. It really was, because when I sing all the time just jokingly, I'll just jokingly randomly sing stuff, and I'll think to myself, oh girl, it won't sound so bad. Mm-hmm. And then when I actually tried to sing, it was just horrific. And working with Jinx and Ivy, I was so excited because not only do I love them, but I knew they were great singers, so I thought this would work out perfectly in my favor. I could just be tone deaf quietly, and kind of mesh in with them. But it didn't work out in my favor as much as I thought. Yeah. And they were really good. I just, once we started going, I could tell that they just sounded so good, and I was sounding tone deafer and tone deafer. I felt like as the moments went by. So, I wish I would have just had more fun with it, and I think that I just took things a little seriously that day, rather than just going with the flow.
Yeah, and was that...
Should have been like Alyssa and just spoke the words.
Right. Just sing talk.
Yes.
No, okay, well, now that you mentioned Alyssa, let's just go right to the little Alyssa drama. When she called you out on stage, when you weren't there to defend yourself. We kind of saw... We saw your reaction post elimination the next episode. So, how did you really feel when she did that without you being able to defend yourself?
In all honesty, it really hurt my feelings more than anything. I feel like my biggest regret, if I were to have a regret, is just feeding into all of the drama. You know what I mean? I feel like when you're there initially, you're just so tired. I feel like sometimes you feed into things that you normally wouldn't have. But the whole time that I was there, it really just caught me by surprise, because Alyssa was so sweet to me. The moment that I got to the workroom, she warmed up to me very fast. I never met her before, and I always take people for face value. If you're sweet to me, and I feel like you're, want to be my friend, then let's be friends. So watch Adventure Time, have fun, run around me, or whatever. Okay. So I thought she was so great, and when they were talking about that day that I was moping or whatever, granted, I was picked again last, which isn't really a big deal. It is what it was. But, I feel like sometimes, you have a right to be down. If your friends don't pick you, it wasn't like I was walking around being like, like sighing, rolling my eyes. But, I can be a little quiet and reserved. And, it is early in the morning for that fact. So I just didn't feel like, at that time, I didn't feel like laughing at everyone. So, maybe they took me as being myself, and focusing on a challenge as being mopey. But, I feel like I'm not there. I wasn't there to be a morale officer. I didn't need to keep everyone up all the time. You know what I mean? I'm not there to boost you up in the workroom. There are times where I feel like we should just focus on challenges. And so when, that was her reasoning for me going home, I thought it was just a little ridiculous because as a friend, if you really felt your friend was mopey, wouldn't you just go say something to them? You know what I mean? You wouldn't just throw them down the river.
Yeah, and I mean, and just going, I mean, even just thinking about, how the first episode and how she kept calling you guys Mr. Sisters, and then all of a sudden just to flip it.
Yeah, I mean, she even wanted us to be little buddies. I mean, we were next to each other in the workroom, literally. She was, so I mean, it just caught me off guard because I just felt like it was almost a waste of a time to be so nice to me to only then turn around and throw me down the river,
Yeah.
But, I don't have any animosity against her. I mean, of course, this has been pre-recorded, and all of us, season 5 sisters, as time goes by, we all get very close. Mm-hmm. But initially, though, if there was anyone that did, kind of ruffle my feathers, she did hurt my feelings initially.
Okay, well, I don't want to leave this on a want note, so tell us.
I know.
So we got to pep it up here. So tell us what is going to be. I mean, what's next for you? Where can we see you? Where are you traveling? Give me, your addresses, your Facebook addresses, your website. Give us all the information about where we can see you and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, you can find me pretty much anywhere online at Queen Jade Jolie, except for Instagram, which is Miss Jade Jolie.
Okay.
And, I have so many plans. Right now, I have a lot of works. I have a web show we're in the works right now, so it should be hilarious and filled with rainbow and glitter and all of my annoyances that we've come to love. And, obviously I'm not a singer, but maybe I should just, speak a song. I'm going to be like the White Mickey. I need to do something to I need to come back to help myself after that horrible exposure of TV. But, who knows what's going to happen. There's just a lot of things in the works, and it's going to be fun and rainbowy and glittery. So it's just the beginning, and I'm so excited. I mean, I feel very blessed to ever even been part of this show, and the amount of love that I received it's just unbelievable. And, just goes to show that you don't necessarily have to be the winner to be a winner, in the end. And I already feel like a winner just from all the love.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking time out of your morning to speak to us.
Oh, thank you. You were so sweet. I love you.